Hey, Shalom. Kahala Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles, a great millstone. Peace and blessings be to all the Akim, now pushing this word in truth and sincerity. Shalom. This is going to be another quick lesson, and Lord, when you're edified. So, basically, what I'm going to do with this lesson is I'm going to do how the Bible says Yahawashi is going to return back to the planet Earth versus how Christianity says Yahawashi is going to return back to the planet Earth, man. And they are two completely different things. Right? But the thing is our people, they have been beaten with Christianity for centuries, man. Right? So Jake don't know shit. They go to these churches, they listen to their pastor, and they'll tell them how the Lord gonna return. Tell them Jesus loves you and all this, dumb shit, man. Right? Tell you that he gonna come back with peace, lollipops and stuff like that. Right? And when Christians talk about Yahwa's second coming, it made me think of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory or some shit, man. That's exactly what made me think of, man. Right? When the Lord, there's many scriptures to prove how the Lord is returning, man. A various amount. Isaiah 66, Isaiah 13, Isaiah 63, 2nd Ezra the 13th chapter, Revelation 19. I can literally continue to go on, man. And none of them say that he's returning with peace. They all say that he's returning with fire, man. Right? They were all considered to be, disturbing, man, because when the Lord returned, he gonna do a whole lot of killing, man. That's what it says, that his garment is gonna be stained with the blood of those that are slain, man. Right? Symbolic for him doing a whole lot of killing, man. All right, but Christians, they can read scriptures like Isaiah 66 and still not break it down. They'll still say that he gonna return with peace, right? Oh, that's the Old Testament. The hell that mean, man? The Lord said he don't change, right? But a lot of you jakes, man, y'all gonna find out the hard way, man, that they've been leading y'all, to the slaughter, man. When the Lord pull up, man, y'all gonna know what time it is, man. All right, but this is Hosea 4:1, right? Hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel, right? You so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans. For the Lord hath a controversy with the inhabitants of the land, because there is no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of Yahweh in the land, right? When you go into the word controversy, it goes back to the Latin word contra, which means, what is it, against, man. And Yahawashi is completely against, ultimately, America, Babylon the Great, but also the whole world, because all these nations follow under the different philosophies of America. That's why Christianity is all throughout the planet Earth, man. Right? Because they have drunken of that wine of America, Babylon the Great, man, the great whore, man. Right? So the Lord, he's against the inhabitants of the land because there is no truth, man. Nothing but lies, man. What you think Christianity is, man? A fucking lie, right? No mercy, nor knowledge of Yahweh in the land, right? And having knowledge of Yahweh in the land, you would know what those so-called UFOs are, man. Right? Those are the chariots of Yahweh Shemal Shah. Those are what the angels operate in, man. Right? And when Yahweh shall return back to the planet Earth, he's going to be operating in one as well, man. But a big ass one. That's why you read 2nd Ezra 13, Revelations 1-7, right? It tell you, like, his ship is like the size of a mountain, right? Every eye shall see him because he's going to return in a big ass mountain, not a mountain, Slakia, a big ass chariot, man. But they ain't no knowledge of Yahweh Shemal Shah land, man. So that's why the Lord is completely against it, man. Right? And that's why the elect, we look for a new heavens and a new earth, man, because there's nothing but lies throughout the planet Earth, man. Right? It has to be put under a different vibration, man, a righteous vibration at that, man. All right? So let me also get this. All right, Revelation the 11th chapter, because this is exactly what Christianity does, man. And Jake don't even know where Christianity came from. That came from your slave masters, man. Right? When Christopher Columbus came over here, he brought Christianity with him. You can look at that in the book of, not in the book, but that movie Apocalypto, man. Right? Whenever the conquistadors came over here to conquer the Latin tribes, right, the Native American tribes, they came up the cross, man. That Christianity shit. Right? And that's why Jake and the mindset they in, man. Christianity was used to conquer the world, man. And that's exactly what they did. They did a damn good job at it, man. All right? Revelations 11:8, it says, and their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city. And this is not actually talking about literally dead, right? Spiritually, which spiritually is called Sodom in Egypt, right, America, where also our Lord was crucified. And that was the point, man. And Yahweh Shah crucified, right? This isn't literally, right? Because we know that Yahweh Shah, he was crucified over there in, if I'm not mistaken, Slakia, it's Rome or Jerusalem. I can't really remember. You can go to the book of Matthew, I think 27th chapter, to read that. All right, but the Lord, he was crucified in spiritual Sodom and Gomorrah in Egypt. You know what I'm saying? Because they portrayed him to be something that he wasn't, man. They whitewashed him, make him look like a damn Edomite. right? Tell you he gonna come back in the fashion that he not gonna actually come back in, man. They tell you that the Lord gonna come back in just a peaceful way, man. That's crucifying them, man, because that's not according to the scriptures. All right, you basically Xing them out, man. All right. So let me also grab this, right? Because the Lord, he told us not to follow, I'll just read it. Proverbs 23:6. It says, "Eat thou not the bread of him that hath an evil eye, neither desire thou his dainty meats." Right? And bread, this is referring to doctrine, man, because doctrine or philosophy is referred to as bread, wine, and things of that nature, right? So you're not supposed to follow or eat the philosophy of him that have an evil eye. And how did Christianity come about, man? Right? From your oppressor, your number one enemy, Esau, Edom, man. So you're not supposed to eat the bread of him that have an evil eye, man. And Esau, he still has an evil eye to you niggas still till this day, man. All right? But Jake, we know, of course, they trust in those smooth, oily words, man. Esau, he talks about Jesus and Jake, they like that shit, man. Now, instead of listening to the actual men of the Lord out on the highways and the byways, we look rough or whatever, right? But we the actual men of the Lord, man. We're gonna tell you what it is and what it ain't, man. Right? But you go to that church, they gonna give you a feel-good message. That's what Jake want, a feel-good message, man. But that feel-good message, that's not gonna get you delivered in the time of wrath, man. Right? But like I said, y'all gonna find out the hard way. All right. So now let's go ahead and get into some scriptures, man. Or the scriptures that prove how Yahawashi is gonna return. Luke 12:49. Luke 12:49, it says, "I am come to send fire on the earth." You hear that? Fire. All right, fire is a cleaning mechanism, man. All right, and what will I if it be already kindled, man? Right. So Yahawashi said, all right, and this is written in red, man. So this is him speaking directly. He said he's gonna come to send fire on the earth, man. Not peace, none of that. He said, what will I if it be already kindled? It's gonna be kindled because of the different plagues that are gonna be brought upon the earth, man. All right, Jacob's trouble. Salaki. It says, "But I have a baptism to be baptized with, and how am I straitened till it be accomplished? Suppose ye that I am come to give peace on earth to you Christians? You think Yahawashi gonna come send peace on earth? He said, I tell you nay, but rather division." Right? And the Lord, he bring a division by separating his elect from the rest of the world, man. Right? Because the world is gonna be cleansed, man. Right? Ultimately America and certain other parts of the world as well, man. Right? But the Lord, he not bringing peace, man. Right? That's what Christians just refuse to understand. All right? They love to hear a feel-good message, man. They love to hear that sweet shit, man. Well, the Bible ain't about that sweet shit, man. All right? The Lord, he gonna tell you what it is and what it isn't, man. Right? And if you can't accept it, then it is what it is, man. Right? But that's how Yahawashi is gonna turn, man. Right? With fire. Right? And I got a bunch of other scriptures to prove it, man. All right? I can't grab them all, but there was a few in my mind that I grabbed. All right? Acts, the 1st chapter, and verse 9, it says, "And when he had spoken these things, while they beheld, he was taken up, and a cloud received him out of their sight." Right? And this is talking about Yahawashi. Right? After he rose, after 3 days, all right, if I'm not mistaken, he stayed here 40 more days to reveal the other deep secrets of the scriptures to the disciples, if I'm not mistaken. All right? And that cloud is talking about a so-called UFO, right? The chariots of the Lord, man. The vehicles of the heavenly angels. And that's what they are personified in the scriptures. Clouds, mountains, roads, a various amount of other different things, man. Right? So Yahawashi was taken up in a so-called UFO. It says, "And while they looked steadfastly toward heaven as he went up, behold, 2 men stood by them in white apparel." Right? Speaking about the angels, man. "Which also said, Ye men of Galilee, why stand ye gazing up to heaven?" So why you looking up into heavens? "This same Yahawashi, which is taken up from you into heaven, shall so come in like manner as ye have seen him go into heaven," man. So the same way that Yahawashi was taken up into the heavens, man, when he was taken from the sight of the earth, man, that's going to be the same when he's going to return back to the planet earth, man. Right? So if Yahawashi left in the chariot, he going to come back in the chariot, man. All right? And there's a bunch of other scriptures to prove that, man. And I got a couple. Right? I couldn't grab them all, like I said, but because I didn't want to make this just, hella long. All right? But let's get Zechariah the 5th chapter. Right? Because chariots are in the scriptures, man. All right, you Christians, y'all read right past it, man. It'll go right over your head. But this is Zechariah 5:1. It says, "Then I turned and lifted up mine eyes and looked, and behold, a flying roe." So this is what Zechariah is seeing. All right, and a flying roe is talking about a chariot, right? And a roe, it's like an oval shape. "And he said unto me, what seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying roll. The length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof is 10 cubits. All right. And he's talking about the size of the ship. And I actually looked this up. 20 cubits is 30 feet. And the breadth thereof 10 cubits. 10 cubits is actually about 14 feet, man. Right. So the ship was 30 feet long and 14 feet high. Then said he unto me, this is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. For everyone that stealeth shall be cut off as soon as on this side according to it, and everyone that sweareth shall be cut off as on that side according to it, man. Right? So why are these chariots a curse to the world, man? Because when the Lord comes with those chariots, they're not coming to, you know what I'm saying, to bring peace, man. Right? They're gonna come to bring peace to the elect, but for the rest of the inhabitants of the land, man, that's gonna be the way a lot of y'all die, man. Right? Where do you think the whole concept of the movie War of the Worlds came from, man? Right? The scriptures, man. All right. Verse 4 says, I will bring it forth, said the Lord of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the thief. What's the house of the thief? America, man. Because how did Esau Edom get America? But by thievery, man. Right? If that's even a word, but he robbed it, man. Right? He took it by force, man. He's a thief. Right? And into the house of him that sweareth falsely by my name, Esau. And it shall remain in the midst of his house, and shall consume it with the timber thereof and the stones thereof, man. I mean, it's going to destroy it, man. Right? When Yahawashi come back with those chariots, man, because they tell you in the book of Psalms, the 68th chapter, that the army or the chariots of the Yahawashi are tens and 20,000s, man, even thousands, man. Right? It says, then the angel that talked with me went forth and said unto me, lift up now thine eyes and see what is that goeth forth. All right? So what do you see? And I said, what is it? And he said, this is an ephod that goeth forth. He said, moreover, this is their resemblance through all the planet through all the earth, and resemblance to go see what is it? I forgot what it was called, but like unto, right? If I'm not mistaken, right? But when you go into that word ephod, I'll try to put a picture on the screen. All right, but ephod, it's like a, let me see. Let me go to that real quick. Slack it, bear with me. Salakia. Ephah, an ancient Hebrew dry measure equivalent to a bushel. All right. And when you go into the shape of it, like I said, I try to put it on the screen. It's the shape of a modern day UFO that you would see, man. All right, you see these different documentaries that Esau comes out with. He show you a picture of a so-called UFO. That's the shape of it, man. So this is what Zechariah saw, man. All right. So that's what this is going into, a so-called UFO, man. All right. And this is how Yahawashi is coming back, man. All right, whether you believe it or not, man. All right. So now let's go to Isaiah 26 and verse 20. And it says, come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers, right? Into the chambers of the ship, and shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyself as it were for a little moment, until the indignation be overpassed. So what's the indignation, man? Right? Those nuclear missiles that the Lord is going to rain over here in America, man. Right? Because we're not going to be able to stay here, right? That's why the Lord is going to beam us up, man, into the chambers of those chariots, man, right? For a little moment, man, until America's destroyed, because it's only going to take 1 hour, man, which is a little moment until Yahawashi, man, right? Until the indignation be overpassed. And we all know what's going to happen after that, man. The elect going to be beamed down, and we're going to put in work, man. Read Psalms 49, Micah 5, Micah the 4th chapter, verse 21. For behold, the Lord cometh out of his place to punish the inhabitants of the earth for their iniquity, right? So Yahawashi, he coming back to the planet earth from the spiritual realm to punish the inhabitants of the earth for their iniquity, man. Why? Because wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth, man. The earth is under a very wicked vibration, man. They legalizing pedophilia, all types of shit, man. Like, this shit gotta go, man. Right? The earth also shall disclose her blood and shall no more cover her slain, man. All right, so you get the point. All right, self-explanatory. All right, so now let's go to the book of Zephaniah. Zephaniah 1 and verse 14. And it says, the great day of the Lord is near. It is near, right? Which is, it is, man. And hasteneth greatly. Even the voice of the day of the Lord, the mighty man shall cry there bitterly. That day is a day of great wrath, right? it's like, let me read that over again. It says that day is a day of wrath, right? A day of peace, a day of love. No, that day is a day of wrath, right? A day of destruction, man. A day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness, a day of the trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities and against the high towers, man. Right, so if you read that scripture, if you picture in your head, it's like it don't sound like anything good, man. It don't sound like rainbows in the sky and shit like that, man. It sound like a dark time, man. Some destruction finna come, man. Cause that's how it is gonna happen, man. Verse 17, and I says, I will bring distress upon men, that they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against the Lord, and their blood shall be poured out as dust. Why? Because they don't get their ass hit with a laser beam, and their flesh as the dung. Neither their silver nor the gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath. And you got people that actually trust in, you know what I'm saying, their riches, man. Right? But the Lord said that the riches profit not in the day of wrath, man. Right? That shit not gonna help you out when the Lord return, man. Right? You gonna get destroyed along right with it. But the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy. What land? America, Babylon the Great. That's when you read 2 Ezra 16, Jeremiah 50, Jeremiah 51. I tell you that this land is never going to be inhabited again, man. Or it's going to be a memorial for those that want to live ungodly after, man. For he shall make even a speedy riddance of all them. Fuck. It's like I got interrupted. Fuck, man. Let me read it over again. It says, verse 18, neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath, but the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy, for he shall make even a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land. Right, that speedy riddance is going to be America being wasted, in a whole hour, man. All right, I think you can read that in Revelations, man. Right, that's only how long it's going to take for America to be destroyed, man. An hour, man. Right, that speedy riddance. So now let's go to the book of Isaiah 13. Isaiah 13 and verse 6, and it says, how ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand, it shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. And notice how they keep saying destruction, right? Different things of that nature, man, because that's how the Lord is actually returning, man. Right? Don't listen to these churches, man. They'll tell you that he's gonna come with peace and shit, man. That's not in the scriptures. Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt. People gonna be out here having heart attacks, all that shit, man. Right? Because the average person don't know how the Lord's actually gonna come back, man. They think he gonna come back, with peace, man. They think he gonna come back on literal fucking clouds with a lamb beside him with the angels, man. Naked babies, man. That's not how the Lord is coming, man. All right, so when people see the Lord actually pulling up in so-called UFOs, they're gonna be like, oh shit, like they gonna think it's an alien invasion. People are gonna be going crazy, man. All right. Verse 8, it says, and they shall be afraid, pangs and sorrow shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. They don't sound like no good time to me. They shall be amazed one at another. Their faces shall be as flames. Right, and the reason they're going to be amazed at one another, if you go read Wisdom of Solomon 5th chapter, tell you, how the Lord is going to return, man. All right, because he's going to return in so-called UFOs, man. And they're going to be some beautiful ass ships, man. They're not going to be rusty like you see in Star Wars, nothing like that, man. They're going to be made out of different precious metals, rubies and gold and silver and things of that nature, man. All right, so people are going to be amazed at, like, oh, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? Verse 9, behold, the day of the Lord cometh, cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate. America, man. He shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. All right, all you niggas that want to continue to do wickedly, that's your punishment, man. You're going to be destroyed, right? Either by Yahawashi, right? The angels with those laser beams, or by a missile. Either way it goes, it's going to hurt, man. That's what the Lord said, the same as Lord, death by pain. Verse 10, for the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened in his going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine. And that's going to happen because of two reasons. Yahawashi and his angels covering the sky, man. Right? And two, because of the missiles. Right? You see them for the July when these artillery shells are being popped off and fired off. All that smoke and start covering the sky, starts polluting it. So how much more a missile, man? A missile is about 1,000,000 times bigger than an artillery shell, man. All right? Verse 11, and I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and will lay low to haughtiness of the terrible, man. So that's what Yahawashi is coming back to do, man. Right? So you Christians, y'all want to say that the Lord coming back with all love? We'll explain these scriptures that I'm bringing out, man. All right. You still gonna say they coming back with all love, man. But that's okay, because your ass gonna be destroyed. All right. Let's read verse 13. It says, therefore I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place in the wrath of the Lord of hosts, and in the day of his fierce anger. All right. So that was pretty much the point on that. All right. And I can also get Habakkuk the 3rd chapter, but I don't want to make this lesson too long, man. I just want to make it real quick. All right, but that's how Yahawashi is coming back to the planet Earth, man. All right, all you niggas, y'all want to continue to do evil. You still want to follow the defiled bread of the church, man. Go ahead, by all means. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and keep following it. You're gonna be destroyed by this shit too, man. When Yahawashi pull up, man. All right, but with that being said, Lord, when this was edifying. All right, with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and close out, man. Shalom and the blah blah blah.